Hello everyone and welcome to Trading Card Nation. Today we're going to do a little throwback rip with a Topps Baseball 1992. One of the, I would say, more fun, older cards, throwbacks, whatever you want to call it, vintage. It's right getting close to the end of the junk wax era, but still, there's not a whole lot of value to them, but there's a ton of cards, 25, 30 of them that, it'd be great just to open up, Manny Ramirez, there's so many of them. Nolan Ryan, is one of the highest value. Of course, they have to be PSA 10s. Well, they have to be, at least a 10 to really get the maximum value out of them. You got Kirby Puckett, Deion Sanders, Jim Thorpe. The list just goes on and on and on. So many of them. Kirby Puckett. So this is going to be a fun rip. Hopefully we pull a bunch of the duplicates. That's one of the fun things about it. There is quite a few of them in here. And the box, I've been holding on to this box. I still got a few other ones, but I figured I'd rip this one just to have some fun doing it. And it is just a blast to get these. And there's so many of them, and it will take some time to get through all of them. But again, Topps Baseball 1992. You just get so many, possibilities, so many nice cards. It all depends, like any of the 80s and 90s, it all depends on how some of them come out nice, and a lot of them don't. But it's always a fun rip. I like this. It's a clean design. Topps put in. There's a Nolan Ryan card. PSA 10 is worth $50. There's just so many of them that are worth, 40, 45, 40, 35. So let's go ahead and have some fun ripping these and see what we come out with. And you see all the dust that comes off that box has been sitting around for a while. So let's have some fun here. Don't worry about if I can rip them open, that is. And again, it's just a clean design, and they're pretty well centered. A little bit left to right. Tom Hinkie, Garcia, Barnes, Tomlin. I mean, there's names you haven't heard of in a long time. There's a nice card. A little off-centered, but still Robin Yount. Definitely. And then your game pieces. Gotta keep them out. Cal Ripken, All-Star. Another nice. With some value to it. And that one is actually fairly centered. Maybe a little off top to bottom. But it's just a clean design all the way around. I love this set. But top prospects. This is card you forget about, because again it's in the junk wax. But it's still a clean card. Leave a comment down below if you you like this this set, author Greg Maddox, another nice card, and that's real close to being centered perfectly. Another All-Star. Tony Gwynn, another nice card. Well, Hershiser, it's a little off there, but still a nice card. Another thing, you don't have to worry about any gum in these, which is Hal Morris. Gossett, that's a nice one. Ricky Henderson, that is real nice. Miller, Kenny Laughlin. Julio Franco, All-Star. You know, for the older collectors, leave a comment down below on what's your favorite set. Mine again is, you know, the 90s. 80s would be 86. 90s would be this one, 92. And you also got the top, you know, the upper deck, 89. You know, there's quite a few of them that are still, I would rip all day long. Then again, every time I run into something like this, I will snatch it up. Prospect. Lee Smith. Fred McGriff. Crime Dog. Tommy Lasorda. And again, these cards, you know, there's a lot of them that's a little off-center. There's a lot of them there. Still, I mean, almost dead on. You can possibly pull a 10 out of these packs here. So, Ollie Joyner, another nice card. David Cone. Cecil Fielder. Will Clark. Lee Smith. Weber. Tony Pena. Ryan Sandberg. A little off on the right to left. Now, I don't know why this card always seems to be up in value. Now, you look at his stats, there's not a lot there. You know, games, Cardinals, he only had 8. He played a lot of games when he was with the Giants. But, you know, it's not a lot of them highlighted. But if someone can tell me why his cards have, especially rookie cards, have a lot of value, why they have value, I don't know. Dave Winfield, record breaker. Kenny Rogers. And that's one thing about this set, though. You will get a lot of commons. And you know, if you want, you can fill sets with them, that's for sure. Felix, Bob Cox. Greg Anthony, draft pick. Not a lot of value to him. Dalton Fisk. I don't know why I'm putting them way over there for. Roger Clements, another nice one. Ozzie Smith, another nice one. Well, if I can get up underneath the oh, Mike Messina, that's another nice one. Randy Johnson. The big unit. Tom Glavine, All-Star. Jeff Bagwell, another nice one. And that is pretty well centered too. Barry Larkin. All the prospects. And the last pack for the first roll. Pena. No Bo Jackson, no Nolan Ryan yet, but I believe they're coming. Tony Lasorda. Okay, that's the first. So we'll put these over here. Now for the second roll. Hey, 14 minutes already into it. I apologize for that, but But y'all can also fast forward through it. Like I said, I think this is a set really to take your time on. I'll try to speed it up a little bit, then it's extra slave. Gary Pettis. Dale Murphy. Eddie Murray. Sandy Alomar Sr. Ramirez. Sparky Anderson. Kevin Bass. Sammy Sosa. Dave Smith. Dykstra. Juan Gonzalez. Steve Bichette before he came to the Rangers. Playing for Pittsburgh for the Pirates. Roy Grant. Howard Johnson. Roberto Alomar. And there's a gold. Roy Grant. Roger Craig manager. Bobby Valentine manager. Greg Harris. Greg Biggio. Another nice card. Yeah, there's always a possibility that you won't get some of the bigger names in a box. But the odds are that you will eventually. Tira, Eric Snow, Brian Taylor, that's a nice one. Rick Honeycutt. Kevin Mitchell. Ruben Sierra All-Star. Johnson. Joey Davis. Paul Abbott. Ryan Sandberg. Another one that's nicely centered. And maybe a little off top to bottom. Roy Grant. And the last pack of the second stack. And we're halfway through at 22 minutes. I apologize for that, but I'm just going to take my time on this one. Again, just bear with me. Ben McDonald. Barry Bonds, All-Star. King Griffey Jr. Now that's, and unfortunately it's top to bottom, that's a little off. Oh, it kind of hurts, but oh well. Okay, now for the second half of the box. Flip it around. Okay, now hopefully we'll get a Nolan in here. No, but if you look in, Burt Blyleven. Oh, there's one, and that's pretty close. That is Ramirez. Yeah, Ramirez. That is definitely a sweet card. It's got Bankhead, Mike Hargrove, after he's with the Rangers. Let's go ahead and move this over here Should have done that after the last pack. Brooks. More prospects. Most of these didn't really pan out too much. Got Fletcher. Swan, Smith, Pete Cambelia before he went to the Rangers. Getting down a little bit. Junior Ortiz. Darryl Strawberry. It's a nice card. Fairly centered. More prospects. Don Adley. There you go. That's even nicely centered. Dave Stewart. Real good pitcher in his own right. Cooper. Bobby Bonita. Or the Killer Bees. Ruben Sierra. Cal Ripken. There's one. Another fine. That's nicely centered. Pettis. Hey, Murray. Still another one coming up here pretty soon. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. Frank Thomas. Another nice one. I wish my Ken Griffey Jr. would have been as well centered as that one. Correlation on this is real good as far as not getting a lot of duplicates. Which is a bad thing in a way. You like to see 2 or 3 Ken Griffey Jr.'s, 2 or 3 Frank Thomas, and 3 or 4 Nolan Ryans. But it's not to be, unfortunately. Now you do get some of the common players that are quite a few duplicates in. But we're not even getting a lot of those. There's a second Sammy Sosa. And generally you would have almost a full team set of Rangers by now. The checklist. 3 of 6. And with a 4 stack. Al Newman. And let me go ahead and restack these before I really get Greg Olson. Jim Jones, we've had one of his already. Second one of that one. Boy Grant. Second one of that one. Howard Johnson All-Star. Oh, we definitely got a nice one coming up here. Well, There's some nice shots. Ozzie Smith, another nice one. That's the second one of that one. And the Ozzie Smith, actually. Tom Blevins. Jeff Bagwell. Oh, it's not looking good for Nolan. Or Kirby Puckett. George Brett. Now let's open up a second box. There's a Deion Sanders. He played for the Braves. Barry Larkin, All-Star. Randy Myers, duplicate. Ken Griffey Sr. Chipper Jones, top prospect. That's a sweet card. Oh, I apologize for that. I did not mean to do that. Well, looks like we might have to pause it here just a second. Okay, maybe, just maybe we can continue on without. Apologize for hitting that. Ha ha, now there's another one. There's a nice duplicate right there. It's not as quite as good as the first one, but still there. Got one duplicate of the nice card I was looking for. But unfortunately, not the big one. Nolan Ryan is the big chase card in this set. For me, anyhow. It's the highest value. If it pops a 10. Getting a lot of duplicates out now, which is not really surprising. Brooks duplicate. And 3 more packs. Still no one. Okay, here we go. Gary Sheffield. That's a nice card. Pt1, another duplicate. There's another duplicate. Another duplicate. Zero Strawberry. Another duplicate there. Huh. Second to the last card. Pulled everything but what I wanted. You know, we got a Nolan that we haven't pulled, a Bo Jackson. We pulled the King Griffey Jr., a little offset. Ivan Rodriguez we haven't pulled. We did pull a Robin Yount. Pulled two Manny Ramirez rookies. Mike Messina rookie. Madley we pulled. Henderson we pulled. Ryan we pulled. We didn't pull his single card for the Ricky Henderson. No Kirby Puckett. No George Brett. Nolan Ryan record breaker we have not pulled. We did pull Frank Thomas. The Bonds. Tony Gwynn. Laughlin. Cal Ripken. We did pull. No Jose Canseco. No Mark McGuire. We did pull a Bagwell. And a Chipper Jones. Prospect we pulled. Greg Maddox we pulled. Deion Sanders we pulled. Two Ozzie Smiths. Jim Thorpe we did not pull yet. Hopefully I didn't overlook. So, okay, here we go. Now, put that over here. Jones. And for the last pack. I have to rip open another box of this. Which won't be a bad deal, but I like to save a couple of them back. There's my Canseco. Got it. Not a lot of value on that Canseco though. See how that's almost like a blur. Gary Pettis. And for the last card, which we know ain't a Nolan Ryan. No Nolan Ryan, either his base card or his record breaker. So, looks like I'm going to have to rip open another box of this. Sheffield. Chipper Jones. Deion Sanders, Jeff Bagwell, Ozzie Smith. Got a couple of them. Yeah. Sammy Sosa, Don Madley, Earl Strawberry, Barry Bonds, All-Star, Ryan Sandberg, gold card, Roy Grant, could have been a better one. Another Sammy Sosa, Eckersley, Chipper Jones, Barry Larkin, Jeff Bagwell, Tom Glevins, Randy, Ozzie Smith again, Ryan Sandberg, All-Star, but not his base card. Kenny Laughlin, rookie card. Ricky Henderson. And a Cal Ripken. Kaseko. Ozzie Smith. Bagwell. Deion. Two Ramirez. Greg Maddox. Cal Ripken. Robin Yount. Strawberry. Frank Thomas. Oh, a bad offset. King Griffey Jr. That's in itself is going to make me want to pull another one. Like Bassina. So I hope you enjoyed it. I apologize for it being 48 minutes long and some seconds. But I hope you enjoyed it. To me, that was a great rip. Did pull a lot of nice cards out of it. Didn't quite get the ones that are knowing. But again, I'll have to crack open another box, I guess. So, more fun for me and hopefully for you. So until next time, well, let me slow roll here. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Ring that notification bell. If you like this, leave a comment down below. Give a thumbs up. And now, I hope everybody stay safe and healthy. And we will see you again.